So I laid out my shadow to measure how long and wide I want my seat pallet to be, and I added an extra half an inch to each side to accommodate the frame. So it came out to be 8.5 by 6.5 inches. For my cover, I'm gonna use this acrylic sheet. I got it at Lowe's for $10. I'm just gonna cut out a piece, and that's gonna be my cover. And for the bottom part, I'm just gonna use this cutting board. It's about half an inch in thickness. I found it in my husband's garage. He got lots of fun stuff in here. And I measured out already on the board, as you can see, drawn out 8.5 by 6.5, and the same thing on the acrylic sheet. I'm just gonna use a table saw to cut it. Remember to wear glasses because you don't want acrylic piece getting into your eye. That's really painful. So protect your eyes. Now that's done. Okay, now for the corners, see, they're all sharp and I want them to be rounded and dull like this one. So I'm gonna use this gigantic file, and I'm just gonna file the corners so they're like that, nice and smooth, so it doesn't tear through the tape that I will put over it. And same for the bottom part, for the bottom piece. And here I cut out an 8.5 by 6.5 piece of cardboard, just two of them, and I'm measuring out half an inch from each side. And I'm just gonna outline it so I know where to cut. And this is gonna serve as a frame on the actual pallet. I'm just gonna clip them together so they don't move when I cut them. I'm using an X-Acto knife, and I'm just cutting out the inside piece. And voila, our frame is done. Then I'm just going to cut out a half an inch magnetic strip to serve as a lock for the acrylic cover. I'm using multi-purpose adhesive to glue the magnetic sheet to the bottom part of the pallet. Just going to spray a generous amount so it holds and does not peel on the corners. It's alright if it doesn't line up perfectly on the edges, because that's where the frame is gonna go, and it will cover. Now I'm just gonna do the same thing for this little strip. This will hold the acrylic cover. So now I'm just gonna measure out my duct tape and Camouflage. Just measuring out the exact amount of length and width the pallet is. Now I'm just gonna cover the borders of the acrylic cover with duct tape so it's nice and smooth. And on the front part, I'm placing just some heavy duty unfolded staples, so when the pallet closes, it'll attach to the magnetic strip that we glued to the frame. And I'm just gonna fold that over to the other side. I'm just gonna apply the duct tape to the other three sides as well. Here, I'm just gonna tape to the inside of the frame my duct tape, and just gonna make little slips on the inner corners. so that my tape can fold over without any weird bumps. I'm just gonna fold it over the top and down the other side, so it fits like that to our frame and our bottom piece. So I'm just gonna do that to all 3 sides. Here's our bottom piece, and here is our finished frame. I'm gonna just make sure I got my magnetic strip in the right spot, and I'm just gonna align it so it's nice and even. And now I'm just gonna begin to fold the duct tape down the sides. Just like that. Be careful not to pull too hard on the duct tape as you're folding, because that will create an uneven surface on top of your pallet where you made the frame from the cardboard. And there's our bottom piece of the pallet. Now I'm just gonna make sure that I have my magnetic piece where I want it, so it matches with the staples on our top. And I'm just gonna tape the cover to the bottom piece, and we're practically done. Just gonna cut off the excess of duct tape